Today is our annual convening for the CRDP. It is our 9th year of the initiative, and it's an opportunity for the 32 organizations to come together and to celebrate.
The state has powerfully and unprecedentedly invested in something that has shown enormous impact.
There has been mental health disparities in access to care and the quality of the care that multicultural communities have experienced. California Reducing Disparities Project has been a response, has been a solution to addressing those disparities.
It's a first-of-a-kind initiative in the country that really does fund communities directly to do services that we do know that their communities rely on them for.
Through CRDP, the voices of community and youth have been uplifted in ways that people have not necessarily have taken the input before.
Our CDEPs work for communities that they're supposed to work for. Unserved, underserved, and inappropriately served community members.
Culture matters and culture heals. And if you speak to them through culture and provide them the services they need, they will be better.
When people can see themselves in the places that they access services, they're going to be more apt to access those services.
In the beginning, I didn't realize the strength and weight of what CRDP was, but within the first 3 years, seeing the evaluations, going to the convenings and seeing all these other entities doing the same work in their communities, but seeing the power of what was transforming those communities, I was like, wow, this is impactful. And I think the impact of actually being able to address our mental health and behavioral health from a culturally relevant standpoint and from evidence-based practices that we use, I knew it would stand the test of time.
Well, phase 1 was really the brainchild of Rachel Guerrero.
I was given $63 million to figure out to do a project to reduce the disparities for 5 population groups.
African Americans, Latinx, Native Americans, the API community, and the LGBTQ+ community.
The uniqueness of this project is it is multicultural.
This was unprecedented. They were going to fund 35 community-based organizations, give them 5 years of funding, and evaluate. Now they could tell us whether these interventions really work. And here we are 10 years later. We just got the report back from the state evaluator, and we have incredible evidence that these projects really work and really made a difference in people's mental health.
The CRDP is a particular project focused on CDEPs, or community-defined evidence practices.
And so we're the ones that are able to create solutions for our people, and CRDP has been great at allowing us to do so.
We've always believed at Two Feathers that programs don't change people as much as relationships change people.
The things that people were being asked to do didn't align with their lived experience, their cultural values, and how they walked in the world.
Trust is a prerequisite for our community to access services. Without trust, the engagement rate into services is going to go down.
Black women continue to be underserved and ill-served when it comes to mental health care.
They're telling you, this is what I need. And that's how all of our services got started to begin with.
We know what to do. We know how to help reduce social isolation, loneliness, how to help our community members maybe have feelings of hope.
Every moment is an organizing opportunity. Every person is a potential activist. Every minute, a chance to change the world.
She created the CRDP with that purpose.
I was connected nationally to what was going on in the country around health disparities. And so the definition of community-defined evidence came out of some projects that I was participating in with Dr. Graciola on the national level.
And the idea has been to really collectively develop enough evidence.
There was no validation of CDEPs, basically.
The original design was fund these 5 communities for 5 years, but the really important piece of this that people sometimes forget about this project, this was really an evaluation project.
She wanted to evaluate those programs so that way we could prove that they were as effective as other evidence-based practices.
Evidence-based practice speaks a language that's really important.
If they have the data, if they have the evidence that community-defined practices work, they will be able to be more successful as they compete for other dollars, either private or public, because they have the data.
So that was our charge, to implement and validate the work that we were doing through really rigorous evaluation.
The Psychology Applied Research Center at LMU is a place where we conduct program and policy evaluations throughout the state. And my role is to be part of the creation of the instruments that we will use to evaluate how much progress they're doing or the benefits that the participants are getting.
How do you translate very technical research jargon into something that feels accessible? That was a challenge for us.
I remember an IPP telling us before, okay, those semi-annual reports were hard, but thank you for making us do them, because it really did force us to have to write down and track what we were doing, and now we have that data.
It's not until people see the story being told through data that they understand that the investment was worth it.
That's why the whole research and evaluation was so important, because they have proven that these programs work.
Using that data and other data out there, I was able to conduct a cost-benefit analysis, which is just an accounting process that tells us how much of a dollar invested in CRDP is coming back in potential cost savings to the state. And we found that for every taxpayer dollar invested in CRDP, there were potential savings of between $4 to $5.
It is in the best interest of California. It is in the best interest of these communities, and it is just so important that we let the funders know what this means.
Our role in Office of Health Equity, I would say, goes beyond just funding community to do the great work that they do, but really to be a partner in creating a systems change movement to elevate the needs for health equity, community-driven practices, and move the needle on health disparities in California, including behavioral health disparities.
At state systems, we forget sometimes and become very bureaucratic. And so we have to uplift the successes. And CRDP is an important way to model how we are committed to Californians, and all Californians, especially those have been left out of the conversation and that have been harmed by government in the past, intentionally and unintentionally.
And one thing that I noticed in this final convening, IPP after IPP was embracing and owning the importance of evaluation and research to further the work. It was just wonderful to see, because that is going to be what will help folks to continue to move forward.
This program, this investment, over the 9 years has been able to change lives.
Seems like a no-brainer to be working with community and have community driving what works for them, but it really is innovation.
There is no greater gift than to watch what's happening in today's meeting, of the incredible joy and pride that these 5 communities have done in terms of serving their communities.
The California Reducing Disparities Project was a part of a $58 million authorization in the 2021 budget. I think would have actually been authorized this year, and that looks like it was cut completely.
We were about to get cut last year.
You are going to hear from people all over the state who have just found out on Thursday that their program may be slashed unexpectedly in the middle of their contracts.
And this was May, and it was going to be cut on June 30th.
It would be unconscionable to end services in about a month's time.
And all of the projects rallied together.
Please do not just hear us, but stand with us and protect and invest in our communities. Thank you.
It only had one more year.
Stacy, Safe Passages, mobilized all the IPPs, and we came out and made public comments and advocated for our programs. I'm in opposition to any cuts to the California Reducing Disparities Project.
Every project, went to their communities and said, this is what's about to happen. We need to hear from you.
I am the CEO of the California Black Women's Health Project.
I actually was the architect of this project. I worked for 22 years at the Department of Mental Health.
This is all about face-to-face. This is not about a digital platform. This is not about telehealth. This is about community-based behavioral health. And so it's very face-to-face. And that's the best way to communicate the value and the power of this work. Reversing this money would have such devastating impact on the people that we're serving.
Please do not cut these funds.
I strongly oppose the budget cuts to CRDP.
I'm here to ask you to please protect that program.
We're going to need you all to come forward and to tell your stories.
Cutting our CDEP would devastate not only the children, but their parents and the entire community.
We have 1 year left on this project, and to pull the rug under right now would be a real devastation to our community.
I just so oppose the elimination of this project in its final year.
This is a time of aggressive federal attacks on our populations, and the equity of California is more important now than ever. Please support our project.
The lines were out the door.
I think today it's been such an honor to wait in that hallway for 4 hours, to sit on the ground and labor for the Essence of Mana program.
We worked very hard to advocate for the reversal of that decision.
We were able to save last year.
Bringing everyone together creates an enormous amount of inspiration for all of us.
To see them come out and then stand before 2 public hearings and to tell their personal stories, it was one of the most powerful things that I've seen.
Thank you to everyone who's given testimony on this issue.
Services is now adjourned.
Our coalition building has resulted in CDEPs actually being codified in 2 really important pieces of state legislation focused on mental health.
We're here to basically celebrate all the successes of all of the organizations that came together for the research project, which has been amazing.
I love these annual convenings. I really wish we could do it twice a year.
So I'm here celebrating the end of something. It's also a time to be a little bit saddened.
And this is the sunsetting of, a 10-year run. Where it was only supposed to be actually half of that.
Stacey Hermoto and Josefina, who coordinated these 35 sites that I launched, to extend it another 3 or 4 years with an additional $63 million. So that's there. They should take the credit for that.
Right now, we're in the last year of the Phase 2 extension.
Between Phase 2 and Phase 2 extension, there are very similar results. Both evaluations show very strong results, proving that CDEPs are effective.
When you see the evaluation reports and you see the data, it also clearly demonstrates the impact and the ways in which these things are making people's lives better.
Watching our young people go through the reciprocity of our program. So the coordinator and the life coach for our CRDP program, his name is Nimrod Kane. Nimrod came through all of the programming that we used to actually get our CRDP grant. And I can safely say this, every day that I look in his face when we go to work, I think, damn, this really works. Nimrod Kane has definitely been way more than a success story. He's been a generational triumph.
This is about purpose, meaning, giving back, contributing to something larger than yourself. The CRDP project has helped Two Feathers build trust within the community. Through that trust, we've been able to expand our reach and really positively impact a lot of Native youth.
We're trying to reduce mental health disparities. When you meet people where they're at and you build connection, you build trust, and you build that rapport, and you create spaces where folks feel seen and valued and affirmed, that their voices are heard. And there's something so validating and affirming about that. We all need that.
I know that the pendulum will shift the other way. I know that love and acceptance and community will always overcome hate.
Almost 10 years ago, we came together in this very room to launch the most successful behavioral health initiative designed to reduce behavioral health disparities in California's history.
I firmly believe that all of the population groups are always watching each other and sharing with each other.
This has been a project of a lifetime, and it gives me great pride, and I feel a tremendous amount of gratitude to have all these people to work with them. I've made many friends, and it's really about them. They did this, not me, and what a wonderful journey to walk with them and guide them and set a North Star so that they can continue to move forward.
We're in a challenging space.
We face an incredible uphill battle.
This is not the first battle that we faced.
These populations that we're talking about are very resilient.
We've been here before, so we don't have to act brand new like they are.
It's unfortunate that we have to fight for everything, but we always have had to fight, and we're not going away.
We have to keep trying. We have to get creative. We have to uplift. We have to re-strategize.
A lot has to change in terms of the way that government partners with the community.
It doesn't make any sense that if there has been an investment for more than a decade, first in phase 1 and now in phase 2, to stop doing it.
The political will to fund CDEPs has to also change. And so that's the work that needs to continue.
We need to be permanently installed into this new initiative, Prop 1. We should be written into the Prop 1 landscape from now to doomsday.
This work is so important. I mean, it's critical.
The fight is real.
Regroup, re-strategize, and dust ourselves off.
While this is coming to an end, the services are still needed.
It would be devastating if all of the projects were just to go silent.
The stories, the lives, that have been uplifted, and the community practices that we have been able to grow under this funding. That's the power in it.
Look at the research, look at the data, go and see the agencies in action, interview families that have received services, and see how our programs work.
The beautiful thing about this convening is that we're not done. No one in any of the CDEPs has a defeated spirit. Everyone's been looking at it from a standpoint of how can we still use this momentum to move forward.
Move forward and build from their momentum, and we don't make the same mistakes as previously. My goal with CRDP closing out and the amazing work is that we take that as a State Department headed for the next funding, which is the Behavioral Health Services Act.
There is a future for us, that we are necessary.
What binds us is the love that we have and the support we have for one another.
It's nothing about us without us. It's how we show up for each other.
Our CRDP community is going to continue to operate the way we do because our programs work and the way we advocate works.
What we do here is not for the money, it's for the community, and it's always been like that.
This is a community-driven initiative. We decided that 5 years wasn't enough time. And now at the end of the Phase 2 extension, we get to decide if we continue or we don't. And we will decide that we want to continue.